Hey, manifestors, it's your girl Nadia Victoria coming through on this Monday with a tad bit of energy. I hope you guys are doing well and that you had a beautiful weekend. We're going to be tapping in here really quickly just to see what Spirit has to say, you guys. Yes, to the newcomers, thank you so much for checking me out. I ask of all of you, new and old, if I say anything that resonates with you, that you would go ahead and hit that like button, and you can also hit that share button with people that you know would benefit from this video. And also, if you have not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're on your TV watching, all you got to do is go down there to the little picture in the little circle in the bottom right corner and click on that, and then it'll take you to the channel information, and you can choose subscribe right from your TV. Just go down to the bottom, click on the little picture circle, and then once you click on that, you can subscribe to the channel. So that way, you know what I'm saying? You know you locked in and you can get all of this good healing energy. But yes, and you also can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Manifestation Goddess LLC, and you can check me out on my website, purchase some products. I have t-shirts with positive affirmations, sage, incense, handmade oils, prayer oils like protection oil, self-love oil, money oil, all those things. But yes, so without further ado, God, I thank you for each and every person here today. Cover us all, Lord. Cover us from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet with your divine white light of love and compassion, God. Cover our cars, cover our dwellings. Wherever we are, God, we ask that your angels also are, that your angels of protection are there, God. We ask that you just keep a strong hedge of protection. I'm talking about a fiery wall. So when the enemy comes in to steal, kill, destroy, when he comes to try to hex us, curse us, spell us, try to send evil towards us, to kill us even, God, we ask that you don't even allow that to infiltrate our aura, our field, our life in any shape, form, or fashion. We render the enemy powerless and ineffective towards us. But God, we ask that you send that energy on back to their ass, because the only way they're going to learn is when they get a dose of their own medicine. And while they're getting taught a valuable lesson, I ask that you would heal them and send them to the white light, away from the dark foolishness. And last but not least, I ask that you would speak through me with power, authority, and clarity. Speak with such conviction, and in that, give us answers, solutions, and divine guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, amen, and amen again. You guys, I'm just on a high vibe this day, this Monday. If you saw my little shorts, or saw me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, then you know that this morning I dropped my daughter off to school. And I went in, when I was taking her to school, I was listening to Ty Tribbett from back in the day. No way I can make it without you. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to that, and then on the way after I dropped her off and got her to school, I was like, I played. I wanted to hear the Psalm 103. It's like I remember from like meditation a few weeks ago that song came up, and so I was like, I can listen to that this morning. So I turned on Psalms 103, and I'm just sitting there, just trying to digest it and take it in. You know how, because you can turn things on, but you're not really paying attention because a car come by. You look at somebody cutting the lawn on this side or whatever. You get easily distracted. But I was trying my best to listen, and digest it. And Lord knows and behold, the car right in front of me, a deer just came and hit it, and the deer turned like lengthwise, and it just like flipped like a ballerina. You know how a ballerina does in the air. It did it sideways. It just like rolled like this, and it wound up on the side of the road, and it was just kicking his legs. But um, someone asked me, let me pause real quick. Yes, but someone asked, did I, what happened to the deer? Like, I'm so sorry. my eyes was really focused on this young lady in front of me because number one, I didn't want to slam into the back and hit her as she was slamming on brakes. And then she went down and she stopped, and then she went down. She finally pulled over when it was safe. So you know what I'm saying. So that was my priority. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I definitely love all the animals, and I want them to be okay too. But I was really far more concerned about this lady right here. I don't know CPR for the animals. You know what I'm saying? I do know CPR for the adults, and I do know how to call 911 for this lady. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, she was fine, of course, shaken up, but her vehicle was fine. But yes, but in all of that, it's just the way the morning started, like on a high vibe, and then I'm just in there, and bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name, and you know what I'm saying. And and he's just talking about how he protects us from destruction and all of that. So I'm just really in it, and it's just perfect for me to be in that mode because it's just like, okay, God was preparing me for let me go ahead and protect you're putting protection around you're with this because it could have hit me, you know what I'm saying. And I had other things to do this morning. I have to work, I have places to be, so it could have really messed up some things. Not saying that the lady in front of me deserved it. I know she didn't, but I'm glad that I didn't have to rearrange my morning. And I give God thanks for that, for putting me in that spirit of that and that mindset of like, bless the Lord, oh my soul. And now I'm hearing that song. What's her name? Judith McAllister. I think that's her name. And all that is within me, all that is within me, bless his holy name, bless his holy name. Yeah, I can't even think of how it goes, but yeah, something like that. But yeah, so yes, and then a lot of us know, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. So yes, 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 yes. Yes, that was like the mode I was in, and I'm just thankful. But anyway, you guys, let's just see what Spirit has to say. I also heard this song right before I came over. It was a Mary J. Blige song before I sat down. What was it? Uh all I really want is to be happy, to find a love that's mine. It'll be so sweet. So maybe that's what somebody is really desiring, because I've been on that bless the Lord on my soul, you know what I'm saying? And then I heard that like right before I sat down. So somebody out here is like, you know what? I just want to be happy. Just like Mary J. Blige said, she said, I just want to be happy. I ain't got time for this foolishness. I'm tired of playing the games. I'm tired of out here worrying about what the next person doing and who trying to stab me in the back, who trying to take advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all that. I just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And if that means I got to cut off some people, then, I got to do what I got to do. I got to take some time for me. I got to work on me. Okay? So maybe somebody is at that point like, you know what? I just got to be happy. I can't worry about nobody else. I've got to be happy. And that is the right mindset because ain't nobody else come here to make you happy but you. That's your ultimate goal is to be happy. Now, dear Lord, give us an affirmation. What is an affirmation that we need to be working on this week? What's the day? November 12th, 2023. Spirit, give us an affirmation. Okay, I'm going to go with the one off the top. How many that is? That's how many flipped over here? That's a lot. Is that just number 3 or is that 4? Okay. All right, we're going to go with these two. Compassion. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking a mile in other people's shoes reminds me they might be going through something tougher than I think. Like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy and too dressy to be casual. Basically, I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes that I've been dealt. Okay? This kind of goes back to the message from last week, being grateful. You know what I'm saying? What I was like, it could have been me outdoor with no shoes and no clothes. You know what I'm saying? I said that last week, and Spirit is like, we need to walk in compassion because we're so quick to judge somebody else. But we have not walked a mile in their shoes. We've not experienced what they've experienced. And sometimes if you took a minute, if you had the opportunity and we could change bodies for a minute, like we did a swap, and you walked just a day in their shoes and had the opportunity to look back at all that they've been through and where they are now, sometimes you would be a little bit more compassionate, because now you understand why people are the way that they are, because they done been through all kinds of hell. Okay, they were burnt by their own mama with cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They were beat half to death just for you know for leaving the refrigerator door open. You know what I'm saying? They walking around with all kind of trauma. So if you had any kind of compassion, you would understand that, hey, let me not be so harsh. Okay, because I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what they're going through. Now, mind you, sometimes we got our own days too. You know what I'm saying? So we want people to be compassionate with us, right? So let's extend that compassion to others. You know, it's easy when you're out. I remember not too long ago, y'all. I went out to watch a game. I was like in the Buckhead area, and I was sitting there and talking to these guys. Just sitting there, just having a good time watching a Georgia game, and a guy's cousin just was just all. I mean. Me and the guy can't even have a conversation because your cousin all in the conversation. He cutting off. He's being rude. You know what I'm saying? Just and his cousin was just like over him, but he wasn't bold enough to say nothing to him. And me, after a while, you keep messing with me, I'm gonna, let you. I'm like, sir, are you? Do you have a psychiatrist or something? Because when the last time you need to go? You need to go see. Well, yeah, I do. I know I messed up. I know. I know. It sounds like PTSD, and it also sounds like a little bit of bipolar in there. Have you? Yeah, yeah. I'm shell shocked. I was so and so and so and so. I was like, yeah, you act like it. I said, and if you're acting like this here, I can only imagine what it's like for your wife at home. Like, sir, you really need to get you some help. Like, So I could have been just like downright nasty, but I was like, let me take this opportunity to tell them, so get you some help. Because if you've been this way towards me, a stranger, I can only imagine what it's like at home for your wife, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even finish a sentence and you just all in people personal business, just no boundaries, no limitations, just no filter, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if you may not know me, but this your cousin. Can you please not embarrass your cousin? Man, he got to the point that he was like, F my cousin and this, that, and whatever. And the cousin just sat there. I was like, you know what, sir? You definitely need some help. I said, because I said, and you better be glad he grant you some grace, because some people would have been to knock your ass out. You'd be on the floor somewhere. Oh, blah, 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 blah. What? But I'm telling you the truth, like, you need to get you some help, because if you keep carrying on like this, it's gonna cause some drama for you. I could have been nasty, whatever, but I'm being compassionate. I'm being straightforward, but I'm being compassionate too. And so later on, when me and the cousin was talking, he was like, he done been through a lot, the way he was raised, and he been through this, he been through that, and then with the military, he was in the certain wars and stuff like that. And I said, I do understand all that. I do. I said, but you would be you would fail him if you continue to allow him to be that way without holding him accountable, because the next day he wanted to speak to me and apologize for the way he carried on. But my thing is, yes, okay, he can apologize, but at the end of the day, you guys got to hold him accountable, because he is married and he has young kids in that house. And if he's carrying on like that, and you're telling me that the wife sometimes is embarrassed by him and can't do nothing with him, well, one day you're going to look up and you're going to lose everything. And I told him, I said, you need to get some help. I said, because you're going to look up one day and your wife going to be gone. He said, yes, she already threatening to leave. I said, yes. And that's why it's so important for you to get help. You're a smart guy. You own businesses. You don't want to lose what you worked so hard for because you refuse to get help. And plus, you got a lot of resources that other people don't have. So it's important for us. I know I'm sharing, but it's important for us to show compassion. It's easier for us to nut back up and match people's energy, but it's so much easier. It goes back to what I said the other day about shifting energy, not uh, lowering your vibration to someone else's, and trying to see things from a different perspective and show compassion. I'm going to read this one more time. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking a mile in other people's shoes reminds me they might be going through something tougher than I think. Okay? Sometimes I just need to ask, so where you from? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's going on? How much, because there's something going on. And instead of just jumping to conclusions and matching their energy, let's try to break the ice a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy and too dressy to be casual. So basically what he's saying is I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes that I've been dealt. Because honey, you start walking in somebody else's shoes, and I've said this before, you sit over here looking at other people's lives and you're coveting their lives, you're desiring it so much, you think they got so much more than you, but over there they're hiding bruises from their husband beating the crap out of them. They're over here dealing with breast cancer. They're over here dealing with mental health issues. They're over here dealing with, just losing, a loved one to their child to a car accident. People are dealing with all kinds of things, and you're coveting their life, and all you got over here is you just want to raise on your job, or you're single right now. You know what I'm saying? Or your husband is out of town for a couple of weeks because of his work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got, when we start comparing apples and apples, sometimes we recognize that we really have a lot more than we um, give ourselves credit for or thank God for. And it also makes us, when we do that with a true and sincere heart, it will pull out that compassionate side of us. And the next card says acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones I project on them. Okay. Some Same goes for not new people. I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything but. Man, how do those snowflakes do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, how do those snowflakes do it? These snowflakes are like this and that. Let me see, because we waiting on DoorDash. I ain't heard nothing. Y'all, hold on for a second. But yes, you guys, so acceptance. You have to accept people for who they are and where they are. So the DoorDash was sitting out there, but I didn't hear them now. But anyway, you have to accept people for who they are. And the more we sit up there and try to project what a person needs to be on them, the more frustrating it is for us. The bigger the wedge is between you and that person. And this is spirit speaking to me, because as a Virgo, I think I am a great communicator when I say I'm going to do something, or I try to make sure I dot all my I's and cross my T's, so that you have a clear understanding, because I hate miscommunication, right? But I have people in my life, they don't communicate like me, and it irks my nerves, right? It irks my nerves. And so this is for me. Like, you can't force it. This is for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to learn this too. So I hope y'all can figure out what it is that you may be this way, but you can't change other people. So you just gotta accept them the way they are, or you know what I'm saying? Because you can't cut everybody off in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to deal with people, even the parts of them that you wish you could change. Maybe it's a test for us to figure out how to accept them how they are, and not to get so frustrated and agitated by the smallest of things. If we make it big, because there's certain things about us, like me, communication is important. But if it's not that important to another person, then I have to be able to say, well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to be a little bit more proactive and ask more clarifying questions. But so to minimize the miscommunication between me and this person. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna be as detailed as I like for them to be. So there sometimes you have to figure things out, but at any rate, you have to accept people for how they are. Teammates on your job, everybody came from different backgrounds. Everybody has a different way to approach situations and handle projects. You just got to be able to accept people, their strengths and their weaknesses, because we have to recognize we have weaknesses too. Okay. When you get to know new people, accept their actual traits rather than the ones you project on them. Same goes for not new people. I already know acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything but them, man. How do those snowflakes do it? It's like, and he's saying that because all these snowflakes, they're just kind of like different colors, different shapes, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So that's why they put that on there. He or she, whoever wrote these cards, you know, they do it. I guess they just learn how to accept each other for who they are. I guess, you know what I'm saying? But it's silly, but that's the ideal world, for us to accept people as they are and not try to project onto them what we think they should do, how they should do it. You know what I'm saying? They should be more like me. You know what I'm saying? You need to accept me for who I am, but then you can't accept them for who they are. You see what I'm saying? So that's that. And now I'm going to go to this deck right here. We're already at 20, 33. Spirit, is there anything else? Because we done. Okay. Spirit, what you want to talk about today? What you want to tell these people, these manifestors? What you want to tell these manifestors today? In the name of the... Okay, so I got one turned over right here, but... Okay. All right, nothing else is turned over, so... So, the first card I'm seeing here, and I'm just... Hold on, y'all. So what I'm hearing Spirit said is that, beginnings. Some of you may have started some new chapters in your life. Some of you are at a place where, you're finally starting to see the sunshine, and you're smiling again. New chapters are beginning, with your business, with your jobs, with your careers, with new relationships, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they're exciting for you, right? And Spirit wants you to be excited about it. You know what I'm saying? And stay excited about it, but expect that there's some adversity. You know what I'm saying? Of course, some of the adversity can be coming in from within you with negative feelings and like, how long is this going to last? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or, just taking your mind off of celebrating the good things that are happening in your life. So celebrate those good things, and don't let negative thoughts even come into your mind, about these new beginnings that may be happening around you and within you. And also know that, you're gonna, and this is just as sure as there's up, there's down. There's always going to be adversity. You know what I'm saying? You could start a new job today, and somebody may not like you on there. You know what I'm saying? And you try to work on in a team, and somebody wants to just for some reason target you. And then there may be just some adversity from people that see you being happy and just mad and sending the evil eye towards you. You see what I'm saying? But Spirit said, stay with your crown on your head. Okay, no matter what adversity may come, stay with that crown on your head, and know that you are a king. Know that you are a queen. Walk with your head high, okay? With that goddess energy, that God energy on you, around you, and in you, okay? Because the more you embrace these beautiful beginnings, of course, the devil, he gonna get mad. The hater is going to get mad. They're gonna try to ruin your happiness. They're gonna try to cause distractions. They're gonna try to cause foolishness in your life. That's just how people are. You see what I'm saying? But be not dismayed, baby. Keep your crown on. Keep your thoughts high. And see, so long as you keep your mind, your thoughts, your crown is your head. Okay? Your head. Long as you keep these thoughts in alignment, long as you keep your crown on, like I always say, I ain't coming down. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what adversity comes, whether it be, hey, I gotta get brake pads on my car, whether it's got to be, my battery went out, I gotta need a new battery, I need a new alternator, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't expected. It's a little obstacle that came. You know, your job wants you to switch days and work a day you weren't supposed to work, but because they really need you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So look, adversity, you had some things planned, and now you got to change up the plan a little bit. But Spirit said, don't worry about the adversity. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sending a hex, curse, or a spell at you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your crown on, stay up high. Stay so high that when they throw that shit, it don't even hit you because you're too high for that. You see what I'm saying? Keep your crown on, baby. Keep your goddess energy on, baby. Because that's going to help you to overcome anything that the devil sends your way. The hater sends your way. The teammate sends your way. The manager sends your way. The CEO sends your way. Okay? And that's going to help you manifest those beautiful things. Manifestation is here. Okay? It's here. Those things you're praying for, you're manifesting those. You're manifesting those. See, people want, sometimes, I'm also hearing that some people, they want to be adversarial because they don't see the vision. Okay? They don't see the vision. They don't see what they tried to do towards you. You know, because you know that God to make your enemies your footstool, right? He'll take that very person that came in the door with the mindset of manipulating you or getting over on you to turn around and they see, you know what I'm saying, your energy, and now they'll flip the script because they was like, I came in here, I ain't come to really put my all in this job for her. You know, I came to help her with this project, but I didn't really come with the right intentions. I'm just doing it because I have to do it, not because I want to do it. You know, so I didn't come in here with the right mindset, but because of her energy and her good, you know, spirit. You know what? Got to take that adversarial person, that adversary, and make them become partners with you. You know what I'm saying? You think that's your enemy because or they thought you were their enemy because they never got a chance to sit down and get to know you. They never got a chance to really sup with you. You know what I'm saying? And see, God would turn around and make your enemies your footstool, and they'll be the means by which you manifest the things that you need in your life. Did you get that? Did you get that? See, some of y'all have started on some things, and some of it's not just like some recent change, some recent things. Some things you've been working towards for the last, 6 months, the last year or so. You know what I'm saying? And you had your ups and downs. You were getting a little frustrated, but that's okay. You say, you know what? I'm getting back focused now. I'm putting my energy back in this, and now you're back with these working on these things. And yes, you're encountering a little bump in the road. You know how the negative energy just gotta come and try to do something. You know what I'm saying? But you got your crown on, so you staying up above, and you're still manifesting things. So that adversarial energy actually has pushed you into your manifestation because it made you go a little bit harder. So those things that came to kind of deter you, those people that came to try to throw you off the track, now you got them doing work for you. Now they're out here rooting for you. They didn't come in with the right mindset, but because of who you are, you see what I'm saying? Now they caught up. They caught up trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? You know how people always you're trying to play somebody, now you getting played. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So whatever people come in with the adversarial little stuff, don't worry about it because you stand in your God nature, and you stand connected to God in your goddess nature, and your manifestations is coming forward. I don't care what what adversarial energy is out there, baby. That manifestation is coming. Okay. So thank God for them little bumps in the road. Thank God for them little haters. Okay. Because all it did was push you higher. You got your crown on. That's all it did. And now you manifesting. Now you manifesting everything that you want, everything that you desire, everything is coming to you. It's coming to you. You know what they say? That song is, "It is for me. It is for me. It is for me." Okay. You know what God has for me. It is for me. So no matter what adversarial little energy, whatever little stumbling blocks, y'all better smile and tell the Lord, thank y'all. Actually, I'm going to close this out with a, no, I'm going to close this out with, what I want to close it out with, Spirit? A self-love, you know what? No. I'm going to close out one of these just real quick. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. What's something we can close out this session out with? What you want to close it out with, Spirit? This one right here on the top. I trust the process of life. Okay? There is a rhythm and flow to life, and I am part of it. Okay? Life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. That is a good way to end, because when I think about, there are so many people who want to see some, some bright new things that they've been praying for come into manifestation. And they've come into a lot of adversity along the way, but they've kept their mind and their crown on. They kept their mind high. You see what I'm saying? Even though this Lord, why I can't get this word out? Although this adversity was here, you stayed high. You kept your crown on, and you kept the light of God shining down through you. And because of that, did I drop a card? What? Oh, no, here it is. Manifestation is here. You're manifesting that which you prayed for. And see, that is the flow of life, okay? You got to trust that process. That even though there might have been something, somebody else may have gotten hit by a deer today. Somebody might have got bumped in the back today. Somebody might have gotten in a serious car accident today. You know what I'm saying? But then you still got to trust the process of life, that even though that obstacle came, even though that thing came and threw me off, off a little bit. It delayed a little bit of my process, but it's still the process of life. It delayed, I hit a few stumbling blocks. I thought I would have been up and running in last year, but then let's see, because I see like some businesses over here in Gwinnett, and I'm just like, been excited about seeing them opening, right? But every time I go by, it's like something, they're doing some work on it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this business was intending to open much sooner. But because of these Gwinnett County rules, and maybe they got in and found some plumbing issues or whatever, they got to fix those things, right? But at the end of the day, we know that when this restaurant opens, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fabulous. The energy is going to be great, and the money that you're going to make is going to be extravagant money. Okay. But either way, you have to just trust the process of life. Because if it would have opened sooner, you probably wouldn't have been out to be there for your mom and her surgery. You know what I'm saying? If it opened sooner, you wouldn't have been able to be there for your children, to help them, plan for their prom or your graduation, because you'd have been so overwhelmed with work. You never know. That's why you have to trust the process of life. Even what seems like it came to break you, it's just a little adversity, but you can overcome adversity and still stay in your God energy and still manifest beauty. It might not have happened in January, but it happened in December. Okay, it happened in November, December. It still happened. You got to trust the process of life. There is a rhythm and a flow to life, and I am part of it. Life supports me and brings to me the only good and positive experiences. Now, I hear what you're saying. Like it ain't all of it ain't all positive. Some of it's negative, but you know what? You take that adversity and you turn it into something positive. So it's like always a lesson in it. So because the lesson, or because the delay actually helped you to focus on some other things, you still win. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they say life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. It seems so horrible and horrific initially, but now you can see why it happened that way, and now you can say thank you. You see what I'm saying? I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. All right, so that's where I'm ending, y'all. I love y'all so much. manifestationgoddessllc.com to purchase any products, book any sessions. You can hit me up at Nadia, Nadia, at manifestationgoddessllc.com. I love you guys. Y'all have a good one.